Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday night. I see Marina's already stealing my line. Why aren't you guys in bed? Of course, I guess you could say the same for me. There goes the dog. Um, Hi, happy Saturday night. Um, Kind of a low key one tonight. Kane, stop. Ay, ay, ay. He's been quiet up until now. Probably my son's home is probably what it is. So, all right. Let's see. I'm trying to. I messed that up. Okay. So let's start out with a few hellos. As soon as I take care of this crazy dog. Ay, ay, ay. He's going to make me nuts tonight. Okay. So let's start at the beginning here. Let's say some hellos to everybody. Um, Welcome, Rose and Ramon and Amy and Maureen and June. And let's see. Doot, 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 doot. Gotta scroll back. Hi, Louise. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Linda. Hi, Suzanne. I thought I lost my place. Okay, there I am. Hi, Marie. I said Marie, I think, and Judith, and Aileen, Elaine, Christine, Suzanne, uh, Teresa, Joyce, Helena. I like that name, Helena. Um, Jamie, Lightseeker. Hi. Um, and let's see, anybody else? Tyler and Jen. Tyler Newman. Hey, you're a new name, or did you used to use another name? And I know you that way. Sometimes I'll change names on me. Hi, Jen. Hi, Arwin. And oh my goodness. Um, okay, I think I got everybody here. So just kind of a slow night tonight. I'm tired, so I've been fighting a headache all day long. So I debated on whether to cancel or not for a couple of hours, and I thought, no, I can't do that to everybody because I know y'all enjoy it as much as I do. Hi, Spirit Beyond the Stars, and so if you would like an oracle card pull, I'm not doing anything real heavy tonight, y'all. Give me a break. Just a simple one or two card pull. I've got several of my oracle decks out, and same name, same sex. You didn't change sex, Tyler's. Well, gee, what good are you then? Um, Hi, Pat. And so if y'all would like me to pull a card for you, just say me, or something along those lines. And I will get y'all lined up and ready to go. And let's see. High in touch. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Okay, let's see. Me. Louise took me seriously. Hi, Polly. And okay. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I got 7 of you starred already, so 8 of you now. 9 of you. Wait, chat's shifting too fast. This is a lot harder to do it when you're by yourself. I got you, Amy. And one card for everyone in chat. Gee, thanks, Spirits Beyond the Stars. I'll be here all night. Hi, Robert. Okay. The decks I am using tonight are, we have the 22 Archangels Oracle deck. by Kyle Gray. It's really cool. And then we have, I took out the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And y'all are seeing me with no fingernails tonight because I peeled them all off today to put a new set on. And then I never got around to putting a new set on. So, and then we're going to do Wisdom of the Oracle. This is a really cool one. I like this one a lot too. And these are all fairly new for me, so I'm still learning them. And then Queen of the Moon Oracle. So those are our choices. And let's see. Let's go back. Okay. I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Oh, thank you, Pat. I like spending time with y'all too. I really do. I get the biggest kick out of just hanging out with y'all. I had a new person on with me this afternoon that her name is Katie, and she actually lives right here in town where I live. So it was a trip. We were both like, wow, somebody else that lives here. And she's just getting her channel started out. So her name's Katie, and her channel's name is Moonflower Moments. Moonflower Moments. So y'all check her out and give her a like and subscribe. She's really sweet. And so she came on. It was her first live. She'd never been on a live stream before. So I was like, oh, cool. And we spent like an hour and a half. I don't think we ever drew one card. We spent the whole time with me just asking her questions and talking about the Louisiana and the culture down here and cards and why we do this and the kind of cards we are drawn to. And so it was a pretty rounded out conversation that was really cool. And so hi Plucky. Hi Joe. All right. Toot, 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 toot. Not one card for everyone. One card. Yeah. Oh, one card for the whole chat. Now that would be cheating, Spirit, if I did that. If I just drew one card and said, okay, y'all, this is it. And we're done. Good night. No, that wouldn't be nice. That would not be cool. Okay. Oh, you were there, Eileen. Yeah, isn't she sweet? Just a real little sweetheart. She really is. I met her at the local. Hey, Alex, the psychic dummy is here. And I met her at a local spirit store I didn't even know was here. And a couple of months ago, a local author who lives here in town just wrote a book about the tarot that he's been studying for like 20 years or something. And that's how we met. And then we met at the book signing. And then a couple of weeks later, they had their first, the bookstore hosted their first Spirit Fest here in town, like a little mini festival type thing with all different vendors and whatnot. And that was a lot of fun. And we ran into each other again there. We both took one of the same classes at the same time. And then the Jared, the author who wrote the book that I went and bought for the book signing, he he's started up a Facebook group of those that have bought his book, where each time we get together, it's just one or two cards that we go through, and everybody talks about what do they see when they look at that card? How does that card speak to them? And it was really, really very interesting conversation, because when you're in that kind of a forum, you get a chance to see how other people may look at that card and the interpretations that they get. and why they get that interpretation. And let me see if I can. I think that's as low as it's going to go. Okay. I feel like I'm being blasted by light here. I'm trying to get used to the ring light. I've got a ring light now, and it's like, it's, and I've got it as low as it'll go on amber, so it still seems awfully bright. I'm gonna have to get a filter for it. And hi, Acadian Proud, my Cajun cousin. How you doing, darling? And so anyhow, hi, Anna. And so anyway, when we did the card thing on the Facebook group meet, and we, got to talking kind of like after we were through, and I said, well, we started talking, and I was like, well, wait, I was like, everybody in this group, I said, we all live in the same city, and it was like, yeah, we all lived in the same city. It was mind blowing. We were all like, oh my God, we all live right next to each other. So she and I got to talking, and I said, well, why don't you come on, and you got a YouTube channel now, and and I can kind of get you a little bit of vision, and so people can see you and whatnot. And so she was really excited about doing it because she'd never done a live stream before. And so we're talking about doing it again in the near future, but maybe meeting up somewhere where we could actually be together and do a live stream together, which would be a lot of fun. So hi, Marbie and Scorpio Mama and Garden Genie. There's my friend. And oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So I'm just doing like a 1 card pull for y'all. I got 4 different Oracle decks out. And so just kind of take it kind of slow and easy tonight. And yes, thank you, Jamie. Please hit the thumbs up button. That helps. And after the show, if you would go in and leave a comment in the comment section, that also is a really big boost. That really helps the algorithm with YouTube. So even if all you do is just put an emoji in there, just making some kind of comment helps boost it. You want 10 cards, Alex? Well, sorry, baby, you're out of luck. You can get 1 and that's it. So let's get this show on the road. Helena was first. Did you say which deck you wanted me to draw from, or just whichever one I feel led to? Either will work for me. So let's see. What am I getting here? I'm really feeling... Okay, no, I choose. All right. I'm really feeling the Gateway Light Activation deck. So let's see what we get here. And okay. All right, let's see what it says about this one. And if I can manage to actually pronounce the name. Okay, we got... All right, Helena, we got the Lemurian seed codes. It's talking about embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. It talks about Lemuria was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. How about that? And that the inhabitants of this place lived in complete harmony with nature, and very similar to like the movie Avatar, and the way the creatures on the planet that they went to, how they were connected to their planet. So it's talking about when this card comes to you, it's saying that you're a highly sensitive being, and it's here to let you know that this is a gift. You're very lucky. You've been gifted with this high sensitivity. And by embracing your uniqueness, you can help others embrace their own. Um, it's it's living a life with more grace and less defense and more trust. To remember that it's not about protecting yourself so much as it is about stepping into this space of surrender and revealing your true self. And that can be kind of difficult at times, opening up that space so that people can see what's really inside. Most of us here are all empaths, so we tend to get bombarded with emotions and feelings from everyone. And so we're trying to deal with that along with our own. So we tend to keep walls up, to kind of a barrier to protect ourselves. And when you let that wall down, you can get bombarded even more. But at the same time, like this card is saying, if you don't let that wall down, then you're not able to reach people in a way that can really help them. So that's what you got, Helena. So open yourself up a little bit more. Keep yourself naturally. We'll start dropping stuff. Where did it go? Wow, way over there. I'm not gonna crawl under the desk. Okay, I got it. So let's see here. I got now Rose. That's actually is kind of a good question. I wonder if they did channel the movie to the writer that wrote that. Wow, that's kind of interesting. I see 3 Shifting Veils is here, and let's see. Oh, Anna, you're from Louisiana too. What part are you from? South Louisiana, Central Louisiana, North Louisiana. It's 3 different countries, depending on where you are in Louisiana. Good night, Robert. Have a good evening. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Sunshin. You're going to be heading off to Dreamtime too? Yeah, I get you, darling. I had like maybe 3 hours of sleep last night and just couldn't sleep. Had one of those kind of nights, Well, Chris, if you find the elves that come in and work while you're asleep, send them to my house when they're done with yours, because I could sure use them. Okay, let's see here. All right, next up, who we got? Rose is up next. Me, please. And did you say a specific deck, Rose? I don't think you did. So, is it just anything goes, or do you have a particular one you want me to read on? Going once, going twice. Sold to the highest bidder. We've got Wisdom of the Oracle. We've got the Archangel's Oracle. We've got, oh, thank you, baby. Oh, he brought me beignets. Yum. We've got Gateway of Light Activation. That was the card that I just pulled for Helena. And we've got Queen of the Moon Oracle. So those are the decks that I took out. So what deck would you like me to draw from? And it's been raining all week, Joe. Absolutely. I feel like I'm waterlogged at this point. And when it rains like that and the weather gets real yucky and the humidity goes up and the barometric pressure drops and my back just locks. And Angel, okay. Let's go with the Angel deck. Okay. Let's see. See, my son was smart. He didn't bring me the beignets here. He went and put them in the kitchen and stuck his head through the curtain and said, your beignets are in the kitchen. Because he knows I would start eating them right away. And that would be rude. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we got a good one. All right, Rose. I drew for you Raphael, clarity of vision. It says, be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. Raphael's name means God heals, and he is the archangel who is associated with health and healing. So he's looked upon as a guide to help us heal on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Spiritual vision isn't only about developing the ability to see spiritual beings or energies. It's also about developing the openness to see things from a higher perspective. It's getting yourself into that higher vibration. When this card comes up for you, it's talking about you're being encouraged to see your current situation differently. It's about developing the compassion and composure to pay attention to the experiences and input of those around you and see things from a different point of view. Angels of light are flying above you, inviting you to look at your world through their eyes. That would be kind of cool to be able to do that. So that's what you're charged with tonight, Rose, is try to see things through the eyes of the angels. And I think you would have it just right. Hi, Karen. And hi, Jules. All right. Next up, we've got Judith, who had a little bit of a question to go with hers. That's okay. And Jules, did you have a particular deck you wanted me to pull from, or just dealer's choice, whichever you prefer? All right, Jules, you have yourself a nice evening, darling. Get some sleep. Let's see. Kind of a negative slump. Let's go. I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It just kind of seems like that would fit for that question. You know, it's not a question, but I understand what you were trying to ask there. So let's give this a few shuffles. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. You know, we readers that get on here and do this, we don't do it for us. I mean, we do it because we want to be able to help other people, kind of be able to deal with life and all of its screw ups, If I can make one person sleep better because I give them a message that's exactly what they need to hear when they need to hear it, then I consider my life is complete, That's the whole point of this. Oh, I like this card. Okay, let's see. What does it say? But these are all new decks, y'all, so I don't really have them memorized yet. Okay, Judith, I pull for you New Moon Beginnings. It says you're offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. Well, there's another admonition to take care of ourselves, right? It says the evidence that even after the darkest night, the light always returns. And that's something we need to keep in mind. As we look at new beginnings, we look at finding better ways to take care of ourselves, get the right sleep, drink enough water, eat healthy food. Part of that is, how did they just say that? I just said it. I don't remember. Part of that is reminding us that it's always darkest before the dawn. That's the old saying, right? So it may get really dark, but the light's going to return and it's going to make it better. So yeah, it says when the new moon appears in the lunar cycle, we are gifted with a new beginning and a fresh start. That's when a lot of us do new moon rituals. We put down, or we take requests that we wrote on the full moon of what we want to manifest, and then we put that out into the universe, either through tearing up the slip of paper you wrote it on, or burning it, or there are all different kinds of ways people do it. It just, you find what works for you and you go with it. There is no right or wrong way. It says the most powerful of new moons for new starts traditionally are within the season of spring. And the companion stone to go with this is celestine. I don't think I've ever seen a celestine. Or if I have, I didn't know that's what it was. I don't know a whole lot about rocks and crystals. I'm slowly starting to learn, but it kind of takes a little while because there's so damn many of them. All right, I want to scroll real quick. Make sure, hi, Gigi by the Sea. And I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Oh, New Orleans. Okay. That's about 2.5 hours from me. I'm over in Lafayette. So we're just on the other side of the swamp from Baton Rouge. And boy, isn't that a fun bridge to drive over. 18-mile long bridge to drive over the swamp. And you better hope like hell there's not a wreck on that bridge, because if there is, you are stuck like Chuck. You're not going nowhere. Let's see. Well, hopefully, Gigi, you won't buffer too much tonight. Okay. And thank you, Judith. Okay, next up, Louise. Me. And I like that because I said, say me, and she did. Do you have a preference in the card, Louise? Is there a particular one you want me to pull from, or hi book, or just dealer's choice? Let me know. Hi Chris. Hi Jamie. Wow, we have a bunch. 60. I got 66 people in the room at almost midnight. Oh my god. Y'all blowing my mind, man. Let's see. Yes, ma'am, Garden Genie. I got you on the list, baby. Don't you worry about it. All right, Louise, you're still here, I hope. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, Kimberly, you are correct. And welcome. Thank you for coming back. Mel is feeling much better. He just was really bummed out. There were some really heartless people that said some really ugly things to him. And it was like if I could have reached through the computer screen and bitch slapped him a few times, I probably would feel better. Wouldn't accomplish anything, but I'd feel better. Yeah, it just clicked to 70, so you're right. You got that right. Okay, let's see. Louise, did you have a preference on decks or just whatever? And yeah, a lot of people have really kind of stepped back and and have kind of chilled out. Okay. The card, oh, there it is. All right. Well, since this one literally jumped out of the deck and went under the desk, we're gonna go with it. Let's see here. Okay. All right, Louise, I pulled for you. Let's see if we can get that where you can actually see it. Number 8, community. And it says belonging, being seen and understood by others, being with like-minded connections, having a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. The Oracle's message for this card signals a new affiliation with a group. We need to know that we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels like I matter, right? So membership in those groups provides a sense of belonging, a sense of kinship, a sense of purpose, and that all comes from working together, laughing together, learning together, crying together, the whole range of human emotions. But despite the, regardless of whatever form the community for you takes, it's still something that should inspire you, is what it's saying. Take inspiration from that, because you may feel like you're not doing anything, but there are other people that, because you're in that group, you make it more complete for them. And that's important for us to remember. It says no matter your position in the group, your presence is always needed. I kind of like that thought. All right. So I hope that resonated with you, Louise. Let's see here. Hi, Cheryl. All right. Next up, we've got Jamie. Another me, please. And Jamie, did you say what kind of card you wanted? Is there a particular deck you want me to pull from, or just, again, dealer's choice? Hi, Mary. My choice. Okay. I'm feeling the Moon Oracle for you. So let's go with this one. This is a cool deck. Somebody sent me this for my birthday, this deck. I don't remember who sent it to me now. Did I write it down? I usually write it down in the book, and it looks like I forgot to write it down. I'll have to go dig out my journal to remind myself who it was that gave me this deck, but that was really cool. And I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of a cool deck. I like that. Okay, let's see. We got, all right, we got the, one thing about these cards so shiny, it's hard to let them be seen. Excuse me. We got the Waxing Crescent 5, Nourishment. It says, choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. Pay attention to your health. We're getting a lot of health cards tonight, aren't we, guys? You think Spirit's trying to tell us something? No, he's talking to me about it. So it says all of us have a set of values that are as individual as our fingerprints. And that if our values are not being met or lived, we rebel. We get angry, sad, depressed, irritable, or stuck, or we take the chaotic choice in our decision making, and commonly our relationships and life are not harmonious. In other words, you lash out, or you make accusations against someone else. So basically what this card is telling you is to nourish yourself, not just in your body, not just with your health, but with your spirit and with your emotions. As you can see here, she's making like almost like an altar approach to the moon and all of the fruit and the vegetables and the animals and everything there for her nourishment. And she's giving thanks, giving praise. That's what, as I look at that, that's how it strikes me. It's somebody that's thrown their arms up in gratitude, in praise. So be grateful for what you have. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. We all want more. But be grateful for what we have and make sure that we nourish ourselves with all that we need. All of the different components work together. Oh, wow. Y'all are getting smoke, Marina. Yeah, I'd heard about wildfires. I wasn't sure if they were close to you or not. There you go, Kimberly. Yeah, getting, if you can go to a farmer's market and get fresh vegetables from your local farmers, that's far better for you than buying something from a big box store and you don't know where the hell it came from, right? It could have been shipped from anywhere, and who knows how it was taken care of. All right. I hope that helped, Jamie. Let's see here. Next up, we have Polly. Another me, please. I like that. Polly, did you have a particular deck you wanted me to pull from, or just whatever I'm feeling, whatever spirit says? Usually I just kind of... Oh, thank you, Judith. Let's see. Okay, whatever I'm drawn to. Let's see. What have I got here? I'm feeling the light activation for you. I don't know why, but it feels like that's something you might need right now. Let's see. Let's do a few shuffles here. Clear the air. I bought myself a bell. Isn't that pretty? I bought it because it was blingy and it was pretty. And I thought, oh, I got to have that. It's like $2. Let's figure, okay, I can afford $2, right? All right. Oh, that looks interesting. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Polly, we got Gaia. I'll get it out in a minute. Gaia Gateway Activation. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. It says the Gaia Gateway is the chakra that connects us directly with the mind and intelligence of Mother Earth. Wow, that's kind of cool. It says this chakra is not very well known, but is now being acknowledged as one of the key energetic spaces we can connect with to activate the ascension process. Okay, so we want to activate this so that we can continue to ascend up into the next levels, because it sucks down here in the 3D world, let me tell you. It says the Gaia Gateway is found below our feet under the Earth Star Chakra, but when we're connecting to it, it's best to imagine it in the center of the earth. When this card comes up for you, it's a reminder to trust in the plan that Spirit has set out. Granted, Spirit doesn't always work in the same time frame we want it to work, because we tend to want everything right now, because we're a very instant society. But this is just a little reminder to trust in Spirit, trust in their timeline, trust in their plans. They've got it all together where we don't. It says to realize that the planet we call home has a lot to offer us. We chose to be here before we came back down and was born into this lifetime. When we were our higher selves up in the spiritual realms, we chose this area. We chose where we were born, how we were born, when we were born. And so this is just a little reminder that trust spirit and to know that even though we chose to come here, we still have a lot to learn. And one of the most important things to learn is that we need to take care of Mother Earth. Because if we don't take care of her, she can't take care of us. They work together. So keep that in mind. That's a really cool card. I like that. Okay, Polly, I hope that resonated with you. And let's see. I just want to skim real quick. Let's see here. We got 71 people in the room. Holy moly. And we've been here for 42 minutes already. Wow, it seems like I just started. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, it's been raining all week and it's been nice because the temps have been down. But all this rain really sucks because everything's wet and I hurt really bad. How do you know that you can read tarot? That's a good question, Maureen. I had another psychic tell me that I was a reader. It's like, I don't even own a deck of cards. I've never owned tarot cards. How can I be a reader? She was like, no, you're a reader. And she gave me a deck of cards. And the minute I held them in my hands, I knew she was right. The connection was instant. It was there. And how do you read it? You learn. It's through practice. It's through practice reading on friends or family, practice reading on yourself, read books about the tarot and how it's broken down and why it means, the different suits mean the different things. And, you have your ace through 10 cards, which is like just the regular everyday stuff happening in our lives. And then you have the court cards, which are the knights, the kings, the queens, the pages, and they represent personalities, So, cups represents emotion, and fire represents thought, and pentacles represents like the earth because it's what grounds us and it's how we make our living. And then you have wands, and of course I'm going to go blank now on the breakdown for wands. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows what it is and they can tell us. Marina's in the chat. She would know. She could tell me. And let's see here. Oh, wow. You're going to it. What is that? A Sutina Nation powwow. Wow. That sounds like fun, Marina. All right, girl. Learn some stuff from me, okay? Gotta come back and share it. And let's see here. I want to make sure that I haven't missed anybody. Let's do. Maureen, it just takes practice with reading the cards. It's just okay, Louise. it's just a matter of, practicing. When I first started out, I literally was told, when you watch other readers, you throw your cards too. Even though you're not doing the show, nobody knows what you're doing, but and you can draw your cards. And did you get the same results that the person you're watching got? Did you get totally different results? Did you get maybe similar but not quite? Just as a means of being able to figure out. No, I got you, Amy. I didn't miss you. Um, just a matter of being able to kind of plug in and learn it. I'm not real good at memorization. I mean, I know some people pick up the tarot deck and they memorize all 70 something cards, whatever it is. And it's there, it's in their brain. They got it. It's like, yeah, my brain don't work that way. So a lot of my tarot decks have the keywords on them, simply so I don't have to stop in the middle of a reading and look up a damn card because I can't remember what it means. I'll remember the gist of the card sometimes, but not the actual precise meaning to it. Oracle decks are different in that they're not standard. You're not getting the same exact kind of cards, no matter what kind of deck it is that you get. And with tarot, they may change some of the names, coins and to something else, or fire to swords, and all of that kind of stuff. There's different ways that they can change it up, but those cards are all the same. You have the minor arcana, which is the ace through 10. You have your court cards, which is your page through king. And then you have your major arcana, which is like the death card, the tower card, the devil card, the empress, the emperor, the magician, the fool, the world, justice, strength, all of these cards. And those represent a much bigger overall look of what it is. And they tell a story. It's the fool starting out, and then through the major arcana is his life encapsulated from a new beginning to the end. And so that's really kind of cool. There are a lot of really, really good books out there that kind of break down and explain tarot. Deborah Zackow, Grow Your Light. She is in the process. She's written a new book that I believe it's gonna go out next month. It is a phenomenal book. She had asked me if I would read a pre-copy of it and then send my opinions, my review to the publisher. So, and she did that with several people that she knows in the community. And so there's been quite a few of us that's been reading her new book. And it's absolutely fascinating the way that she was able to break it all down and the way she explains it. And I literally, as I read her book, I'm like, oh, I never quite thought of it that way before, but that makes a lot more sense now. Now I know why I get the cards that I get around that card. Certain cards tend to always fall, and it's because they go together. Spirit knows this, and they will make it so that you pull those cards. I mean, I've sat and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled till the cows come home, and then turned around and draw the same card for 3 readings in a row. It's like, this is crazy, because Spirit's trying to make a point, not just for the person that I'm doing the reading on, but for everyone that's listening. There's an overall message going out there. And you have your upright, your reversals. I used to would not even read reversals. I always made sure my cards were all upright. But as I've learned more and gotten more comfortable with them, it's like, yeah, whatever direction it falls in, it falls in. And then I just go with it from there. Because sometimes the reversed message is more uplifting than the upright message, just the way the cards work. So it's kind of please read from Queen of the Moon for Linda B. Craft. Is that a book you're talking about, Chris? Or are you asking for a card pull from the Moon deck? Queen of the Moon. I don't know. Maybe you're not talking to me. I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay, I'll let you flesh it out in the chat and then I'll come back to it. Okay, let's see here. Amy, what deck did you want me to draw from? Because I accidentally unstarred you before I read. Because you're next. I knew you were next, and it's like I guess I hit both of them. Oh, Linda Craft asked for that reading. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Did I get Linda? Okay, I don't see her. Okay, let's go back up here and see if I can find Linda. All right. Okay, no, I got you, Pat. I pulled it. I just saw you. I got you. Okay, Linda, I got you. All right, Amy, you never told me which deck you want me to draw from. Whichever one. Okay, all right, I can do that. I'm feeling archangels for you, Amy. You need a little extra oomph because I know things have been rough around home. So let's get a few archangels in here on the job and see what they got for us. And, oh, bless your heart, T. Lynn. That's difficult, baby. I've had several family members and a couple of friends on top of it that have passed from cancer, different kinds. I don't think any of them have the same cancer as the other. There's all different forms of cancer, but cancer is cancer, right? What are you going to do? Let's see. All right, Amy. Whoops, just flipped too far. All right, Amy, I pulled for you Jeremiah, personal responsibility. Take responsibility for your choices. This is an opportunity for inner growth. Jeremiah's name means God's mercy and is a powerful angel who shines a light on the aspects of our life that need reflection and honesty in order for us to move forward with love and authenticity. He helps us understand and embody what it really means to have mercy and reach a state of forgiveness. A lot of people never get to that point. They just can't forgive whatever the thing it is that they think you did or that maybe you did do. They can't forgive for that. And not forgiving someone is the equivalent of drinking a glass of poison every day and expecting them to drop dead. that ain't gonna happen. So anyhow, let's get back to the card. So it says the message for this card says the energy of forgiveness is here, waiting to be called in and embodied. Angels are here too, inviting you to take a step back and renew your current situation before and review your current situation before moving forward. It's not easy taking responsibility for actions that hurt others, especially if you weren't the one to do that deed, you know. But because you see a disservice being done to another person, say because of the color of their skin or because of their gender or because of the gender they most identify with or what country are they from, that kind of thing. It gets real easy to not want to forgive someone that doesn't look exactly like us. And that's all part of that Christian nationalism movement that's sweeping through the country right now, where you have all these people that are, it's like they've all gone crazy, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what the hell hit them, but it's like whatever was in the Kool-Aid that they started drinking, that stuff is dangerous. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Pat, you're up. You're next, my dear. Me. Did you have a particular deck you wanted me to draw from, or just whatever? Scrolling. God forbid we ever break our fingers, right? I would be lost. I wouldn't be able to do my phone, like my computer, nothing. I've got you started, Arwin. Yes, let's run down the list here. Okay. We got Pat, I'm reading on right now. Next up is Arwin, then Tyler, then Aileen, Joe Eliza, Suzanne, Anna, Marbie, Garden Genie, Mary Starshine, and Linda Kraft, which I missed. So she's actually going to go higher up on the list here. Put her back where she goes. All right. And I want to make sure I don't have any doubles here. Okay. Okay. So, Pat. I'm really feeling the wisdom of the Oracle. It's a really cool deck. If I can get it to shuffle. This is the one that's hard to shuffle. All right. Let's see if I can do this and not like throw half the deck on the floor. I'm good at doing that. And all right. Oh, I like the way that looks. Okay. All right, Pat, I drew for you To the Sea. And it's talking about being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Mainly the message, the oracle message from this card is asking you, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Um, Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Okay, that's kind of cool because that's what this card is doing. They're in a boat and they're just drifting off to sea. I don't even see any oars or anything on this card. So, yeah, I would say that whoever this is, they've been chained up. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean literally changed up, but something in their life has happened that has kind of changed their perspective on things. Um, and so that's just reminding you of the importance of inclusivity, of us learning to accept one another for who we are, regardless of our skin color, regardless of what religion we follow, regardless of if we're gay, straight, trans, whatever. If it's not hurting you, then it's not any of your damn business. That's the way I look at it. Not everybody sees it that way, but there you go. So, Pat, and I know you, so I know you're one of those kind of people that you just tend to overlook that aspect of what color somebody is or what gender they are because you look at them and see their soul. What a gift that is. So yeah, I think that's just spirit reminding you, yeah, you got it. Just keep trucking. You're doing good. Um, I hope that helps. So let's see. Next one up, I've got Joe Eliza, who would like a moon card. Joe, are you still here, my dear? And must be. That's a good question. The other Joe asked, does the pattern you lay out your cards mean different things? Um, I think it depends on how in depth you're going on a reading. If you're looking at a lot of different aspects, let's say it's a really intense, reading that you're doing for someone, then it may take more than one or two decks. You might be switching out decks. If the way you lay out your cards, a lot of us tend to use a 3 or 5 card draw just because we're doing mini reads. We're not doing full on readings like a paid client would ask for. So we're just kind of skimming the surface, so to speak, with y'all. And so a 3 or 5 card spread is a lot faster. It's a lot more to the point. But if you want to do a deep dive on somebody, then you do a Celtic Cross, which is like 9 or 10 cards, I don't even remember, that you use. And it brings more elements into the answer of what it is that they're seeking. Or you do a grand tableau, where basically every card in the deck is laid out in a certain pattern, and depending on where the location of each card is depends on what that is. Y'all pardon me a minute, but my legs were sticking to the bottom of the leather chair. It was starting to hurt. So I hope that answered your question, Joe. I personally use a 5 card spread that's called the horseshoe spread that I really, really like. It tends to give me what I need to know without having to do a long drawn out reading on somebody. It's just more to the point. Joe Eliza, I pulled for you. What does that say? Waxing Crescent 5. Nourishment. I just pulled that card a few draws back. So everything that was kind of said then kind of applies now. Um, uh, uh, it's important to remember to nourish your body as well as your mind and your soul and your emotions, and all of that stuff. Um, it's really important to do that. So I think this is just spirit trying again, and not just maybe to you individually, but to everybody in the group tonight. It's important to nourish ourselves. It's important to us to follow that. Um, I've got to jump up and go to the bathroom real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Okay, good. Y'all are still here. I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it. It was like all of a sudden my bladder was like empty now. And so I had to run to the bathroom. Um, so, Joe Eliza, I hope that helped. I hope that made some sense for you. And let's see, let's go on to the next. Aileen, what does spirit want me to hear? Okay, let's see. What does spirit want you to hear? Okay, I'm being told to pull this deck. Trying to tune in here and see. One of the first things I'm hearing is to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you've been down on yourself about lately. Forgive yourself and go on and move forward from there. Um, uh, Not everything is your fault, even when you feel like it's your fault. It's not. Um, okay, let's see. Well, that certainly kind of fits right in. Okay, I pulled for you Never Ending Story. Self criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. These are not good for us. Okay, and what does it say about this particular card? If I can get the page to turn. Okay. The message that comes with this card is that there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain that you can't do this, you can't go there, you can't say this, that, or the other, or else the whole world will come tumbling down. Now we know that none of that is true. It doesn't, what we feel today or tomorrow is not going to make or break the entire world and what happens. Now, do our very small actions that we do day to day help make a difference? Absolutely. I mean, if you make an effort to recycle, if you make an effort to not throw trash out the window when you're driving down the road, things like that. If you make a point of getting energy efficient light bulbs in your house and always turning the lights out when you leave a room, and the list just goes on and on and on and on and on of all the things that Spirit kind of wants us to remember. The story's never ending, right? So what it's wanting us to remember is that we do have a voice, and it is important as to what happens around us, what we say and participate in. So we have to learn to be mindful of that story so that we don't wreak havoc on the rest of society. I guess that's basically what they're saying here. I'm like, that's kind of vague, but okay. That's what they're telling me anyway. It's just no one understand that everything is connected. We're all connected in some way, shape, or form. And so what we do today will affect someone else tomorrow, the butterfly effect, as they call it. A butterfly flaps its wings in the United States and England gets a severe storm from it. That kind of mentality is what they're talking about. So I hope that helps. Okay, next up, we've got Tyler, who would like a card pulled, please. Did you have a specific deck you wanted me to pull from, Tyler, or just dealer's choice? Okay, Eileen, thank you. Let's see. All right. Tyler, you still here? Oh, there you are. Any deck. Okay. All right. I'm feeling activation for you. Let's see what the gateway of light has in store for you tonight. And get the cards to shuffle. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's look this up real quick. H. I. I need the page to turn. There we go. Okay. All right, Tyler, what I got for you? Sirius Star Blessings. It says proceed, be seen, push yourself through whatever blockage that's facing you right now. It says that Sirius is the brightest star in the sky and was of the utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. Our current new year is celebrated as the coming of Sopdet, the goddess queen of Sirius, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. And so it says this card draws the bright light of Sirius and the support of Syrian star beings into our world. It helps us find light in moments of darkness and uncertainty. Now, pardon me, my leg is decided it's going to do its thing tonight. Very irritating. I'm getting ready to have to stand up for a minute. Okay, let's see. Next up, Arwin, you're up next, my dear. All right, me. Did you have a particular, I got to stand, y'all. Did you have a particular deck you wanted me to read from, Arwin? Or just dealer's choice? Let me know in the comment section here. Hell, you may have already put it in and I just missed it, but it did get your specific me. Draw a card for me. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. All right, Arwin, I am feeling the moon goddess for you. So, all right. I can actually get the cards to. You ever have one of those nights where nothing seems to work? That seems to be me tonight. My legs are, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of restless leg syndrome. It's a real thing, and it's a real pain in the ass. I guess I could maybe stoop. I don't know. But when they start acting up, it's like I have to stand up and then flex my legs. If you'll see me moving weird, it's because I'm having to flex my legs. All right, let's see what we got here. This is kind of cool. All right, I pull for you, Arwin. Waning Gibeus 5, resilience. It says making mistakes builds resilience. I have learnt my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. Repeat that to yourself over and over and over again until it becomes a truth for you. And it says, having resilience allows us the solidity and yet at the same time the freedom to grow and to take that leap to the next level. It allows us to reach higher with a stability that makes things less risky and allows us to create with a bit more pleasure. Remember, mistakes are simply information gathering. That's it. The less drama and guilt and shame you attach to them, the better. The experience of failure or mistakes is simply one of learning. That is all. Wow, okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't quite think of it like that before. And did I show you the card? It was resilience. Hold it right side up, Sherry. This was the card I drew, was resilience. It takes a lot of resilience to haul around a bundle that big on your back. Wow. I'd be in traction for a month. Okay, let's see if I can sit down again and my legs behave themselves. All right. So, Arwin, I hope that helped. Okay. Next up, I have Suzanne, an angel card. You got it. Let's see. I love this little deck, and it's only 22 cards. You know how easy it is to shuffle this deck? Makes a huge difference. Okay, see here. Let's do one more. You're welcome, Arwin. Okay. Oh, all right, Suzanne, I like the name of this one. H-A-R. All right, I was going the wrong way in the book. All right, damn it. Now, why did they not put them in the right order? That's aggravating. Charity is on page 42. Okay, I just didn't get there that fast. Okay, Suzanne, I pull for you Charity, pillar of service. It says, serve with a gracious heart and know God is serving you. Now, the word God, don't let it get you hung up. You can insert spirit or divine source or goddesses or whatever your individual faith allows you to believe in. And it says, charity is part of a holy trinity of divine feminine angels, along with faith and hope. As the divine counterpart of Shamuel, she emanates from the energy of unconditional love and acceptance. All the fundraising that doesn't make any sense what you told me. All right. Basically, what it's trying to say is good things do happen to good people. To help unstick ourselves, we've got to reground ourselves. That means going and taking a walk outside or in the woods or on the beach or wherever it is you're close to. Get outside into nature and absorb that energy so that you can kind of wash the negative energy out of yourself, if you understand what I mean. And charity is just here to remind us that good things do happen to good people. I know a lot of people tend to think otherwise, but no, there are much better people in the world than most of us have been led to believe, who truly do this kind of thing or create decks or write the books or whatever, because that is their passion. And when it's your passion, it's not a job. It's just a way that you make money. So that's kind of cool. So I hope that helps, Suzanne. Let's see. Next up, we have Anna Greenwich. Let's see here. If I can get my mouse to. All right. I can't get it to okay, Queen of the Moon. All right, let's do Queen of the Moon. I was getting ready to say I can't get my leg to stop spasming. I got one leg over here that's like one spasm after another. It's actually very painful. But I will survive because I always have survived. Okay. From the Moonology deck. What number is that? All right. Okay, Linda, I pulled for you Waning Gibeus 5, Resilience. And it says, making mistakes builds resilience. You learn lessons from your mistakes that have been made. It helps you to be grounded, to be stronger when you can rely upon nature, even if it's just a little bitty park with one tree in it. In order to grow as a species, the human race, I mean, we've got our work cut out for us because there's a lot of bad stuff happening all around the world that we were on the very edge of experiencing the same thing. And fortunately, things didn't go turn out as bad. Now, let's see. You were wanting to know your husband has terminal cancer. So, were you asking for like a timeline with this, or did you just want? I can't go in and read his energy without his permission. Um, but I can certainly talk about the generic aspects of that kind of disease and what it can do to someone. Um, Terminal cancer, as of right now, this minute, there's not a cure, but who's to say that that cure won't hit tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that? Um, so that's what I'm feeling here. I'm just really feeling like spirit's just trying to say it's things are tough right now, and it's going to get a little harder before it gets better. But the light does return, and it does get better. It just sometimes it takes a little longer than what we want. Um, I guess that's sorry, they're like jabbering away in my ear. I know it probably looked like I spaced out there for a minute simply because I was trying to concentrate on what spirit was saying, but they're not being real clear right now. They're just like just jabbering, not nonstop. So Linda, I hope that helped for you, my darling. And my prayers, healing energy, everything going out to you and your husband. Oh my goodness. I know that is such a tough thing to go through. Please keep us posted on how he's doing. Keep us kind of up to date so that, we know if there are needs that y'all, something that y'all need, things, somebody can buy at a grocery store or do this or do that or do the other. Um, Let us know so we readers can post it on our community tab and get you some help, some assistance with that. Um, not just before and not just during, but also after. That's another huge adjustment that a family has to make when they lose someone that is seen as kind of the the ruler of the house, so to speak. Um, yeah, I think just concentrate on day to day. Don't think about the future. Don't think about yesterday. Just stay in the moment and think about today. And I think that will make a really big difference. Okay, what was that about Edgar Casey? Edgar Casey's herbal formula led challenge. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. That's interesting information. Thanks. Thanks, Mary. That's kind of cool to know. I never knew that. Okay, next up I got Anna. Um, Anna would like love your chats. Me. Okay, Anna, do you have a particular deck you want me to read from? Or just whatever I'm feeling I need to read from? Um, are you still with us, Anna? Oh, there you are. Any card. Okay, gotcha. I'm feeling angels for you. So let's go with the angel deck here. And do, oh God, thank God my leg finally is stopping. It's fast. It's like my legs will start getting like a really bad Charlie horse when you get that knotted up muscle, and oh my God, it's so painful you can't hardly catch your breath. That's what my back does all the time. That's the best way I can think of to relate it. All right, Miss Anna. Let's see here. Okay, Anna. Uriel. Let's see what I pulled. There it is. Okay, Anna. I pulled for you Uriel. Learning experience. It says take the time to review, study, and honor your knowledge before proceeding farther. Uriel's name means God's light, and he is the angel of light. Um, oops, dropped it. Okay, so means God's light. In other words, Uriel comes to us when it's time for awareness and answers. He is also the angel who comes to help us in education and higher learning. Where were you 10, 15 years ago? I could have used you for college. Okay. The message for you is stating that it's time to take an inventory of your life. Recognizing where you are and how far you have come is essential for this is essential for the next stage of your evolution. Blah blah blah. I can't talk tonight. It says your angels are here now to encourage you, although no, the angels are here now to encourage you through this time of energy and learning. In that you can reach a deeper state of awareness that he had already promised. Learning experience. Okay. It's important to recognize where you are now and how far you've come from where you were from before. And to remember how far you will go with angels riding shotgun, right? And according to the old terminology, which meant they had your back. They were armed and dangerous, and they were going to protect you with their own lives. We didn't see that happen. So, go through, do like a little inventory of your life. Maybe make like a pro and con list of things that you're learning, new things that you're studying. What was it you were trying to do 5 years ago? Did you accomplish that, or is it something you're still working on now? Um, was it something that you were able to learn more about then, or has the steps you've taken to continue to grow helped you reach a deeper level of awareness, which can lead to immense spiritual growth? Um, this card is also saying you may feel you're in a funk or struck at this time, or stuck at this time, because you're in the thick of it. But soon the clouds will part and the light will allow once more. That's what educating yourself does. It allows the cards to part so that you can see where you're needed most and what it is you're being called to do. Yeah, that's it. That's all they're telling me. Okay, I know I'm looking spazzy here because they're talking to me tonight. Usually not this much. So it can get a little like whoops de doo as I'm trying to censor some of them out. Like, wait, your turn. It's not your turn yet. Okay, Marbie, you are up, my dear. What deck did you want me to pull from? I will wait on your answer. And let's see here. It goes any card. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Usually I'm begging them to talk to me, and right now I'm like, can y'all please stop talking for a minute so I can concentrate on what I'm trying to say. And I know I look spazzy when it happens. I don't mean to look spazzy when it happens. It's just it's just kind of the way it goes. Alrighty then. Oh, I definitely like this card. Okay. All right, Marbie, here we go. Waning Crescent 5 moon, which means peace. It says peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who who use drama as a weapon. We've all known people like that, right? We've all known people that can take a situation and turn it into something chaotic, and then they want to cry and complain because nobody wants to take the trash out, right? So we've got to remember that having that peace of mind, that's a gift. We don't always get that, or we may only get little bits and pieces of it and not fully. It says to stop fighting, allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let what no longer needs go, we make room for that knowledge that's hit us. We don't try to get to wherever it is that you need to go take care of business, and you've how to put this, when you get all wrapped up in day-to-day life, everything going on nonstop, it's just going, and you're like, I need the world to stop so I can get off and figure this out. And okay, it says when we let go of what we no longer really need, that's when peace will flood in, take up the old space, and begin healing it. That's interesting. It says the companion stone or metal to use with this is an amethyst. Thank you. I'll get that word out in a minute. So that's your companion stone, is an amethyst. So maybe carry one of those around in your pocket for a little bit. And okay, I feel like I'm getting more spazzy by the moment. All right. Garden Genie, you're up, and then Mary Starshine, and then we're done. Okay, Garden Genie, I would like a card tonight. Did you say what deck you wanted that from? Just dealer's choice, or did you want a particular deck you wanted me to use? You're welcome, Marbie. Hopefully, I wasn't too spazzed out and you actually understood what I was trying to say. um, Breakthrough? I don't. Garden Genie, what kind of card do you want me to draw, baby? You know what? How about let's do a wisdom card? I feel like I could use a little. Oh, angel card. Okay, that's even better. That one's even better. Let's do an angel card. Oh, thank God, my legs finally quit spasming. Sorry, y'all. I had to get up and move around when that happens. That makes me crazy when it happens. I'm always embarrassed because invariably it happens when I'm with other people and they don't understand what's going on. So whenever you see advertisements on TV for restless leg syndrome, it's not a made up thing. It's a real thing. You know. Okay. It's over here. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I can pronounce this. Wow. Okay. The book opened right to it. How good is that? Okay. Raguel, Waves of Healing. It says, be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Oops, dropped it. All right. Ragiel, Waves of Healing. Okay, that's the one I drew for you. Raguel, Waves of Healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Raguel means friend of God, and he is the pearly white androgynous angel of harmony. They definitely skipped over my baby bed when they were giving that out because I didn't get any of it. It says that this powerful archangel helps us to remember the importance of relationships and brings to our awareness the limiting stories of our family history, that we can bend and change the history. I'm trying to read here, make sure there's nothing else. Okay. Pardon me while I skim ahead here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything with this. Okay, it says when Raguel is close, it means that you are moving through great healing. Well, that's good to know. Angels are guiding you to stand down from fighting and arguing. Take a step back, call them in, and allow them to work like a regular okay. I feel like it's telling me some of Marbie's stuff here. Okay, I'm trying to separate it. Basically, it's saying to stand down from fighting and arguing. I think that's one of the things that's got this world in the uproar it is today anyway, is there's far too much fighting, arguing, um, blaming people that maybe had nothing to do with it. It's said that your heart is calling for a restoration of peace. That is heart. Okay. Your heart's calling for a restoration of peace. You're here to create a new, more advanced version of your story, one that is whole, healed, and complete. You are in process, but are you in progress? Nice little play on words there. Okay. You're in process, but you need to move forward into progress. All right, I can see how that kind of fits together there. Hopefully that wasn't too loopy for you. All right, and last but not least, Miss Mary Starshine would like a card. Me, Mary, what deck do you want me to draw from? You want the angels? You want the moon goddess? You want see that Mary spirit? Oh my God. Angel card. Okay. Sorry, it took me a minute to see. Sometimes the chat moves and I'm like trying to keep on. Okay. Angel. I promise I won't sing. Okay. Oh, I see what threw me off. I got two Marys back to back in here. I got Mary Spirit and Mary Starshine. I was like, okay. That explains why I thought I was losing my brain for a minute there. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. All right, Miss Mary. We pull for you. Gabrielle. Divine emergence. It's time to be seen. Don't be afraid of your power and gifts. Gabrielle, sometimes Gabriella, strength of God, is the archangel who appeared to Mother Mary and announced the coming birth of Jesus Christ. Well, that was a pretty big job to have to fill. And she left a message for herself, which was very clear. You are not an angel of mercy. Those around you that are trying to sow discord and just all the BS, I guess, that goes on in the world today. Gabrielle is reminding us of divine emergence. It's time to be seen. Don't be afraid of your power and gifts. That's really quite profound. Okay, Gabrielle means strength of God and is the archangel who appeared to Mother Mary and announced the coming birth of Jesus Christ. Didn't I just read that? I'm losing my mind. It says, you are blessed to receive this card today, for it brings good news and energy to your world. Gabrielle is here to help you move into a newfound space of love and trust. The world is now ready for you. And, that was it. That's all it says about it. Everything else tends to go into the negativity of trying to. I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Okay. That, like, the thought was there and then it went right on out through my brain. Wait, what was that, Amanda? Okay, I'm picking up. Mary, I hope that resonated with you, darling. I'm sorry. I'm like really spazzy at this point. Guys, I am like seeing double now. I am exhausted and I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. And I just want to make sure that okay. Sorry, y'all. Reading chat here. Trying to catch up with the conversation that's going on in the chat. Yes, Kamala is going to win. Vice President Harris is going to win. She is going to win. Tell yourself that every day. She is going to win. And to assure that she's going to win, vote, vote, vote. Get your friends and your neighbors to vote. Get your family to vote. Offer to take them to the polling place. Give them a ride, whatever. But yeah, I'm really, really, really excited right now about the way the energy has just totally did a flip flop. And whereas before people were worried that Trump might be able to get away with winning against Biden, the minute he stepped down and said she's taking his place, that was the moment for me that I realized we're going to win. Yeah. We got some rough days ahead of us, y'all, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. That I can promise you. Like the old saying goes, and I said it earlier today, it's always darkest just before the dawn. Things seem really, really dark right now. Or they did, leading up until a week ago, when everybody and their brother had a major meltdown because they were like, oh my God, what's happening? So I'm making sure I'm not missing anything in chat. All right. I don't see anything else really. I was trying to see if there was any jokes or something that somebody threw at me. All right, y'all. It's been 2 hours. It is 1 a.m. where I am. And I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. So, forgive me for kind of spacing out on y'all towards the end there. Between them jibber jabbering in one ear and my brain wanting to go to sleep on the other side, it's like, okay, it's time to put a fork in it. I'm done, right? I am going to go get some sleep right now, Amanda. Yes, you better believe it. A bed on the other side of the screen is calling my name. So, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will be back tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Central with Isaac for our Mastering Mental Wellness. And this week's topic is grief and loss. I have a feeling I'm going to be crying a lot tomorrow. So, y'all have a great night. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for allowing me to go in and read your energy for you and to hopefully give you some answers and not be so space cadet and spazzed out that I just really was like off in la la land there for a minute. Y'all have a great evening, a great Sunday. Be positive and optimistic going into the week. We've only got a few months to go, y'all, and we're going to have the first woman president of the United States of America. Yay! I'm really excited about this. So, all right. I've babbled enough. Good night, good night, good night. I love all of you very, very much. Have a great week.